Welcome, my allies from all around, to another episode of RollerCoaster Tycoon Classic. Now, I have seen your feedback on my other videos, and I have seen suggestions for other games I should play, but for now, we're still going to stick with RollerCoaster Tycoon. I haven't seen too enthusiastic responses, so instead of starting a new park in our standard stuff, with like all of these random scenarios and things, I think that a little bit more excitement would be found in doing the expansion pack. So you can see up here in the corner that if we go to Wacky Worlds, we have a bunch of just random different objectives that we can do, like from being able to have the Maharaja's Palace to being able to literally build a theme park in the Antarctic. But nonetheless, what we are going to be doing today is the Great Wall of China. Now, I have no idea how long this is going to take. It says to have at least 800 guests in the park, must not let the park rating drop below 700 at any time. So this is going to be an interesting one to do. And yeah, it seems as though we have the Great Wall of China. I mean, that's indisputably the Great Wall of China, am I right? It's maybe a little bit smaller. I mean, it's obviously only a subsection of it. But yeah, what's over in this corner? This appears to be, I don't know. Is this the park entrance? Like, where is the park entrance? If I go over here, this right here is the entrance to the park. That it seems to not be connected at all to this section over here. So we'll have to look at that. We'll have to see what in the world we're going to be doing with this whole entire thing. But yeah, without further ado, let's actually get this thing going. Oh, apparently I can't open the park. It's automatically open. That's interesting, actually. So let's go ahead and be able to actually create at least our first ride, if not anything else. So we have a lot more options, even on the get-go here, for different stuff. A dragon coaster. Ooh, that one actually might be interesting. A bullet coaster. Oh, these are actually like really cool. Okay, let's. Oh, there's no design available for the dragon coaster. It's only custom designed. We could do that. Is money an object? I don't think that money is an object. I think that we actually are able to just build whatever we want to. So why not? That's one of the things about this thing, I guess, is that we're able to go ahead and be able to build whatever we want to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That seems like a good enough platform. What can we do here? So we can obviously do our nice little chain hill. Let's have the entrance and exit plotted out first. So the entrance obviously will be on this side. The exit, I think, will be wanting to be close to the path. So it's like it just ends up looping around. If we actually go out of this mode, what modes does this have? So we can do a powered launch, though. That might be interesting. Oh, there's also block section. I feel like block section might be our better bet, because block section actually means that we can have more rides going all at once and all that kinds of stuff. Why does this path lead like outside the park if like if you can't go outside the park from here? Is that like an unofficial park exit? I don't know. I really don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here that I'm gonna just have to figure out. So anyway, I'm just going to try and continue building this thing. We'll see how it goes. I would do powered launch, but I think that I'm just going to continue with my design here and see what happens. I think this objective makes it so that I can't actually modify any of the terrain. Like, I can try in landscape, but I just can't. And can I remove the Great Wall of China? I don't even want to try. I mean, that'd just be funny if I could just remove the Great Wall of China. But yeah, I might not want to actually do that. It seems as though there are paths on here, but I don't think that anyone can actually walk across it. I mean, obviously in real life they can walk across it, but to go onto the Great Wall now. Oh, they can here though. maybe they can walk across the Great Wall of China. I don't know. This part of the park isn't like connected to anything else, so we'd have to actually like modify the land around it. But nonetheless, I'm gonna continue building this coaster. Apparently, I need to adjust it so that it actually works in stuff. I mean, I don't know a lot about building coasters, and if the dragon coaster is an easy one to be able to do, but nonetheless, I'm going to try and make this thing as jam-packed with fun as possible. Okay, so apparently my park rating dropped below the threshold. So it went above the threshold and then dropped again. So apparently I need to get this thing open as soon as possible so that it doesn't end up being a awful thing. So let's see how this ends up like testing. I have no idea how it's going to end up testing, but while that does its thing, let's actually be able to build pathways so that people can reach it. Let's go ahead and have it be leading out of this exit here. Will be pretty cool and all that stuff. It will be able to just go over this hill. And there we go. So we've already got that covered. And now we can go ahead and actually build a nice little blue default path here that the people will be able to wait in line for and all that kind of stuff. I have no idea if getting rid of the support beams is a good thing or not. I mean, it's at this point, like, it's probably not actually going to like change the safety of the ride. But nonetheless, I'm going to try and keep them there anyway. I think this is a long enough line, but we'll see. So, yeah. Oh, it's still below 700. Okay, let's pause and let's consider this. We need to build at least one cool ride. Let's actually build some of these stuff because obviously we need facilities. Let's build an area. I think might be a good idea. I don't know. We could open up this section. If we open up this section, we could have a bunch of like stalls all around it. And it would be like more focused on shopping district instead of having like rides and stuff. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to have that there. We'll have to connect up the path somehow and make that all work. So let's see. Where can that connect while being an easy place to get to? We could just go over this hill is what we could do. Okay, that footpath was a bad idea. Anyway, oh, this ride is actually pretty good. The excitement rating is high. The intensity rating is also high. So it's not actually a bad design. Let's open it up so that people can actually go in it. Hopefully my park won't be closed down. I'm trying my best to be able to get this whole entire thing rolling. Let's have it so that this path extends out this way. If we just end up doing that, and then we could actually start building it off of it to be able to work with the slopes and all that kinds of stuff. So there we go. We can do that, go up, and be able to actually make it go towards that side. It almost seems as though the footpaths are actually on a lower level than like where I was thinking they would be. 2 weeks. Okay, so that's not a good thing. Let's just focus on this for now and hope that we're able to go ahead and get this whole entire thing working well. Because I really don't want to lose the objective like immediately. That'd just be kind of annoying. The Chinese Dragon Head ride, I think that'd actually be really cool. Maybe even have it like in the middle of like this area. We could have it so that like we have the entrance here and the exits like just here. We'll be able to build paths around that and all that kind of stuff. I have no idea how this works, but I have no idea like a lot of these rides I've never seen before, so that's going to be kind of an interesting thing to try out, I guess. Okay, good. Another 4 weeks. So we did. I think we got if we go, come on. Why is this not working? Let's do this. There we go. Now we can build that there, build that, and then build that. Whew, that's magnificent. We don't have to worry about like the park rating for at least a little bit. It's going to be like still something that like matters, but it's not going to be something that matters like immediately. So let's go ahead and have that up there. That's probably a long enough line. And there we go. Chinese dragons, all good. This area is probably too big, and we're going to have to make it so that we make sure that we have lots of stuff here. So I already opened up a drink stall, already opened up a restroom, and let's open up a bunch of other stuff. So what can we do? Wonton soup would be probably a cool thing to be selling. Why can't I? It's probably because there's like walls in the way, isn't it? So we can go ahead and have that there. We can go ahead and have a hat stall. A cash machine might be good. Is money even a thing in this though? Like if I go ahead and click on a character, they don't have money. They don't actually have money. So a cash machine is not really a good thing to have. So okay, park rating is 652. If we build another ride, I think that might save us. Firecracker ride. Launch freefall. This one normally is like my go-to if I am able to build it. So let's go ahead and build the launch freefall. Include scenery, build custom oh wait, I was not clicking on the right thing. So that's the reason. Let's go ahead and here. Escape hatch is really large. Probably way too large. We can have it here, probably. If we have it here, I think we'll be able to work it out. So, yeah, there we go. That'll be open. That's testing. Let's have it be open. And we will be able to have this path change. And we will build off of it to make it actually go onto the path. There we go. Perfect. That's actually, like, completely perfect. So, the one thing that we don't have is scenery. So I'm going to do that and come back at you. Oh, stone bench. And the litter bins are cool. Look at that little litter bin. Anyway, I'm going to not try and not be distracted by that. I'll replace all of these stone benches that we have so far. Be able to have more of them here, and it will be pretty cool. So there we go. My park rating keeps dropping below 700. I mean, seriously, it's like I don't have anything I can really do about that. It just kind of keeps on bouncing and bouncing up and down and up and down. Is there anything I can build here? Like, there just seems like this giant area that's pretty cool. But, oh, there's pandas! Oh, I didn't even, like, see the pandas. There's just this bamboo forest over the side here with a bunch of pandas. That is actually really cool. That's like a cool attention to detail thing. I have no idea what can be built here. Yeah, it just keeps dropping. Like it keeps like bouncing up. I'm at 699. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and keep on trying to build rides. Let's see how we can be able to do in this awesome little scenario. Yeah, people have apparently already gotten to the wall. I actually don't think that the benches are necessary here because I think that they can only actually walk on this part of the wall. But nonetheless, it's fine. I'll keep the benches there just in case. But, I mean, money's not an object in this game, so it shouldn't be like that big of a deal. I can go ahead and put some litter bins here too, just because we also have like the food stalls and all that kinds of stuff over in like this section of the park. I have like no method to my madness of like placing down all of these things in random places. So I'm just kind of hoping that everything works out in the end here. Just a lot of just random like scenery things that look cool but are totally not something you would expect to find in like a roller coaster tycoon game. So I decided that this courtyard was a little bit empty, so I just decided to put a firecracker ride here. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, the queue line we'll probably need a queue line, even if we might not like necessarily need a queue line. I also have no idea where this ride entrance is trying to lead. Like, oh, I'm not even putting it in the right place. It's supposed to go here. This is interesting. Like, I have no idea why it's like, oh, oh. I built it on top of it, not actually in it. So let's demolish that and be able to make the ride actually in the courtyard instead of on top of it, because that was weird. Let's go ahead and like demolish some of these paths, and hopefully that'll be able to make this actually good. The most beautiful park in the country. That is awesome. I mean, we are by Scenic Great Wall of China, so it kind of works. We have a lot of scenery in the park, which is probably the reason why we got that. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually be able to modify this line entrance thing. Not like that, but like this. We'll be able to have it so that it goes around and comes around and all that kinds of stuff. So let's have it here, kind of just go all about, you know, just any kind of like line thing is good. This is such a interesting little section of land. Apparently, yeah, this is probably not optimized, but if it gets guests in, then it's good. I mean, seriously, our objective is to get 800 guests without like dropping like the park rating. That's pretty easy. It's like they may be suckers for coming in, but you know, we might as well make them at least feel a little bit nice when they come in. I don't know. Cool, let's do the Frontline Thunder Crash. The Frontline Thunder Crash is an interesting ride, but kind of almost begs for flat scenery. You know? I mean, look at this thing. This thing is like having to like work with the like traversing and all like the scenery and kind of stuff. I mean, I could put all in the bamboo forest, but then we're kind of losing a lot of bamboo forest in the end. I still could though. I still could, and I might, because it's a pretty cool ride and it would get more people excited about this part of the theme park. So let's do it. Let's open up this guy. Let's go ahead and like adjust this so that it's accessible to the actual part of the park over here. So if we go ahead and remove this wall, and technically this actually seems, oh wait, it's not actually actually it is, because I think they're actually on like the same plane. Yeah, there we go. Now they're connected. People will be able to actually get onto Thunder Crash now, since that wall has just been able to be a pathway over there. So there we go. I mean, we're able to keep a lot of the brush of the bamboo forest. I mean, I'm wondering how the excitement rating will fare, because if you don't know, the more like scenery around a ride, the excitement rating actually does go up, even though the ride is exactly the same. So there's that. That's pretty cool. And we'll see how it goes. Since money is no object, I think that it's only justified that I go ahead and try and hire as many staff workers as I can. It seems extremely easy to do so, so that's what I'm going to do. Just be able to overload the system with a bunch of handymen, so they'll be literally the tidiest park in the country. Yes, and this was the reason why I didn't, or I really wanted to get all of this done soon, was because I have no handymen to be able to fix anything. So let's hope that that will be able to work. He'll answer the radio call immediately, and he'll be able to just be called to the ride, and it will be all good. So let's go ahead and be able to make sure that they inspect the rides very thoroughly too, that it doesn't go unchecked for too long. So hopefully that will end up being really awesome. Okay, so we have another ride, Garden Explorer, and it's an interesting one. I don't know what else to say about it. It definitely doesn't seem like definitely the most serious ride at all. It seemed more like a horror ride in some ways, with these giant wasps and spiders that go ahead and wiggle every once in a while. But yeah, it'll be a fine addition, I think. I have a little no entry thing here because apparently there's a really long path to the exit this way. One person already was able to go all the way to the exit just to be able to come back again. But yeah, hopefully that'll be a good addition. And I'm just trying to figure out other ways to improve this place. I want to figure out some way maybe to incorporate the wall into something. Is there anything that we can do on the other side of the wall? I mean, obviously there's something on the other side of the wall. There's like this little area here, which, yeah, I don't know what to do about. What's this thing? What? Okay, if I go ahead into path, what is this thing? Statue. Okay, that doesn't really tell me much about it, does it? Whatever. It's a statue, and that's pretty much what it is. So, yeah, I don't know if we're going to expand to the other side of this wall in this episode. It just seems like such a large park. And it has so much potential. It's just that it's like, I feel like I'd have to plan out a little bit more to be able to make this thing more interesting. It's like, obviously I can't modify any of the land, so that already makes it very hard. But yeah, there's a lot of other different challenges as well. So yeah. I normally don't hire entertainers, but I think that in this case it actually kind of makes sense. Like Panda, especially in this area, would make sense, and a tiger is also kind of interesting. So I'm going to like put them around here. Like obviously normally the entertainers, like they just seem out of place, you know, like especially in a world like of like sci-fi characters, you're all like, why is there a panda and a tiger just entertaining around here? But this one, it does make sense. I mean, obviously elephant wouldn't work in this kind of a case. Like elephant would work a lot better if it was a like African scenario, like the other ones that we've seen on that screen. But yeah, maybe we'll look at that at some other point. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, I didn't even notice this part. Like, there's a bunch of just terracotta warriors here. Like, at first I wasn't sure what this area was, but obviously that's what it is. There's like a bunch of random statues that are made out of terracotta. And I don't think that's where they are in real life. I don't think that they're even ever exposed to sunlight. But, it's Chinese, so I guess it's in this park. That's just the funny thing about these scenarios. They're wacky worlds. They just show random aspects of different countries and just have them there for fun, you know? Oh, whoa. I forgot I could do that. Can actually build underground, although it doesn't really help me because I can't actually like pop out at a different location. I have to pop out the same location from underground. So nonetheless, I'll have to keep that in mind, I guess. But yeah, it's not going to really do me too much good in the end. I'm going to build one more coaster before I call it quits. If I am able to make it on this block here, let's see if I can. Like if I do this and I go ahead and raise it up, there we go. Because it uses touch control, so if I do this, it just automatically does it. But if I have it right here, then I can adjust it however I want to. So let's build it relatively tall. Hopefully this one ends up working. Like what happens if I try and go and build backwards? So I am able to build like this small thing here. If I do block breaks, this is the most important part. Block breaks, and this, unfortunately, no. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's build that forward and just get rid of this one. So there we go. I think that should work. If I go backwards and I do block breaks and stuff, it should be able to be an alright experience that people are able to go ahead and not have to... I don't have to worry about having not enough room for this whole entire thing. So let's build this whole entire thing, a nice bullet coaster. Maybe be able to wind around a little bit around this area. We'll see how this ends up going. Okay, so this wasn't really that great of a ride anyway, but it seems to be even worse. So, this is the powered launch. It's not a very strong powered launch, so I might have to adjust this a bit so it doesn't end up being like extraordinarily lame. So yeah, I'll have to fix that. Hopefully it will be good. We'll see. we will see. Okay, so this was a failed project. I'm just not going to even try and salvage this thing because it's not great. I like how this is like watching new ride being constructed, even though obviously, wow, a new ride being built. It's like, yeah, no, not anymore. We had bad engineers on the job, and we didn't actually realize that the power launch was literally the lamest thing in the world. So that's how that went. Let's go ahead and actually fix some of these problems, shall we? Because earlier on we had like an issue saying, oh, they can't find restrooms. That's probably because there's like literally only one restroom in the entire park, which might be a problem. It probably is a problem. See, that's restroom 2. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually build some restrooms so that people are able to be happier and not have to scour the land for something that probably should have been built, you know, from the get-go of the park. Okay, 718 guests. We're almost there. I feel like we should build another ride. I was building a roller coaster here, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do the cheap way out and just create something that is fine. What's this? Fighting kite ride? Okay. Why not? We'll be able to put that here-ish. I think I'll try and make it actually match the height of the path there, so I'll make it 3 meters tall, just like there it says. We can apparently also, yeah, let's make the exit there. I accidentally deleted the wall, so let's just make it seem as though it's intentional and be able to have a nice path leading that way. There we go. Looks as though it just happened on purpose. So we'll be able to construct this guy here, be able to have it just kind of a nice little winding thing, and we'll have it actually be on this path. I don't want the exit and the entrance to be like on the same block there. But already that should increase our park capacity, should allow for more people to come into the park, less people to leave the park, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, because I think that that's all I'm going to be doing. I don't have a real clear idea as to if I'm actually going... They still can't find restrooms? Fine. I have no idea if I'm actually going to be playing on this park in the future. Mainly because, well, I actually have no idea if this is a good park, like, setup. I kind of built a bunch of random rides. I like it. It's so quirky, like that some of them you would see in a normal amusement park. Some of them are definitely more themed towards the Chinese theme, with like a bunch of dragons, and we have nice little path areas that people can explore in. But then we also have Thunder Crash, which was also one that we built in Dynamite Dunes. So, you know, it's not perfect. It's definitely an interesting park, but I like it, and it just might be forever in this state of weirdness. So I'm probably going to speed ahead the video. Hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and be able to actually like have a bunch of people enter. Unfortunately, I can't do any like finance campaigns to be able to have people enter the park. Like if I can advertise the park, that'd be awesome, but I don't think I can. So we're just going to wait here until something happens, you know. Almost there. 796, 797. Got a really awesome park rating of 853, and there we go. We did it. Achieved it with a company value of 5,153. Wait, is that million? 5,153,001? I'm pretty sure that's million. That's actually, wow. That can't be right, although it has to be. I guess this is just a very worthwhile park, so that's pretty cool. That was actually a really awesome thing. I have no idea if there was a way for me to check my park value during that entire time, because I have no finances tab up here, obviously. But yeah, that was awesome. So I can go ahead and put my name Frontline, and there we go. Our Great Wall of China Park is now finished. And the game didn't crash. My software didn't crash. It was actually a really smooth experience here. So, yeah, obviously a beginner park. Definitely not a challenging one. Maybe I'll do a challenging one here at one point. Haven't failed any of these missions so far, though. So anyway, I would promise that this video would go on forever, but that would be a lie. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and be sure to leave me a comment on what you thought about this. Obviously, it's different than the original RollerCoaster Tycoon experience, but it's very much a cool refresher. It's as though it kept its nice like RollerCoaster Tycoon aspect, but added a little bit more to the game. So yeah, let me know about if you want me to do more of that. But anyway, until next time, this has been Frontline, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.